Hello dear students, today we can discuss a new portion visualizing the nation. Nationalism that developed in Europe. When the nationalism developed in Europe, the nationalists they began to think about a visual to identify their nation. It is easy enough to represent a ruler through a portrait or a statue. How does one go about giving a face to a nation? That was the question at that time. How does one go about giving a face to a nation? And the artists in the 18th and 19th century, they found a way out by personifying nation. So the visual or an image of a person they found to visualize their nation. In other words, they represented a country as if it were a person. Nations were then portrayed as female figures. So the nations were identified through female figures. The female form that was chosen to personify the nation did not stand for any particular woman in real life. That means somewhat different from the women in real life. So a different female figure they found to personify the nation. And what type of a female figure? That particular female figure gave the abstract idea of the nation, a concrete form of the nation. That is, the female figure became an allegory of the nation. What do you mean by allegory? When an abstract idea is expressed through a person or a thing, that is known as allegory. And the previous year, when you were in the 9th standard, the chapter French Revolution, we discussed the artist used the female allegory to portray the ideas such as liberty, justice, and the republic. You are familiar that the justice personified the female figure, a blindfolded lady having a way balance. I think you are reminding it now. These ideals were represented through specific objects or symbols. That means different ideas were represented through some specific objects or symbols. All these we discussed in the 9th standard history, first chapter, the French Revolution. The attributes of liberty are the red cap or the broken chain, while justice is generally a blindfolded woman carrying a pair of weighing scales. This we already studied. Similar female allegories were invented by the artist in the 19th century to represent the nation. Then we can discuss which female figure represented France and Germany. In case of France, the female figure of France, she was christened. That means a Christian name they given the female figure of France, known as Marianne. Marianne, a popular Christian name. And this Marianne, it gave the idea of a people's nation. Her characteristics were drawn from those of liberty and the republic. She used the red cap, the tricolor, the cockade. And the statues of Marianne were erected, placed in public places, public squares, to remind the public of the national symbol of unity and to persuade them to identify with it. That means here the images or statues of Marianne were erected in public places. And the people, they want to identify their nation through the statue or through the image of Marianne. Marianne images were marked on coins and stamps. That means the people of France, they identify their nation through the figure of Marianne, through the images or statues of Marianne. So in this way, they personified their nation through the image of Marian. At the same time, Germany. In Germany, the female allegory of Germany known as Germania. In visual representations, Germania wears a crown of oak leaves. Why she wore a crown of oak leaves? Because German oak stands for heroism. That is why she wear, whom Germania, the female figure of German nation, she wears a crown of oak leaves. It represents heroism. So in this way, visualizing the nation, two examples we discussed, the French and Germany. In France, Marian, and in Germany, Germania. So the people of 18th and 19th century, especially the nationalists, they began to identify their nation through a female figure. And that female figure that was different from the women in real life, and that particular allegory or female allegory give a concrete form of the nation, concrete idea of their nation. So, dear students, we are concluding here. Thank you.